When I was around 7, my father started beating us kids with a stick. My mother was verbally abusive, and growing up was more a time to be survived and endured than lived, which allowed alcohol use and drug use in high school to start growing. When it came to Father God, the only way I could understand him was through the lens of my earthly father. My whole life was spent medicating from those wounds, and that led up to a pornography addiction that ended in a massage parlor visit, and finally I ended up confessing everything to my wife because my life was not going to change. It was then that God started meeting me through reading His Word. God's forgiveness was infinite. To the last day of my life, I still had an opportunity. I ended up getting a degree in mechanical engineering and finally ended up in the steel construction business. And at this stage in my life, what I wanted was a different story. I didn't want the story to be about me as this great sinner and then being forgiven. I wanted to pay back on the enemy for what I had endured. And it started coming to me that helping others who have experienced some of the same pain, addiction. So people need help transitioning out of jail and out of their addictions. They need mentors, they need good places to work, and they just need someone to come beside them along that walk.
Before coming to Summit, I never had a job. I was fresh out of prison, and I was pretty much confused about which way to go as far as a career or life in general. Not quite ready to, I guess, conform to the standards of society's normal way of thinking. I caught a couple violations. I wasn't working out, I wasn't reliable, but for some reason, Pete saw something in me. It feels great because, when you stumble, there's somebody to help you, stand back up. It makes me want to wake up in the morning and come to work because I know, that there's something there for me.
Went in and out of jail, in and out of detox programs. Just struggled with addiction and just behavioral problems. I didn't know my direction in life, and my identity. Pete has not only been an awesome employer, but a mentor as well. He's given me a chance to gain responsibility as an employee. He empowers his employees, and he brings the full potential out of all of them.
Yeah, and dealing with rejection in my life, not having a father figure, Peter kind of helped me with that. And he went ahead and gave me a second chance and an opportunity to change my life around, which no one else would be doing for me. Well, when somebody gives me that opportunity after so many years of struggling and being on the streets and what have you, trust issues are a big factor, and it's meant a lot to me as a human being, as a father, as a brother.
We invite men into a larger story than the one that they've grown up with. The story that they've grown up with is one with very limited opportunities in life. I think all the ministry that we do is about inviting men to join us, to lead small groups, to help others who've been struggling with the same thing that they've overcome. My job is to extend God's rule and reign down here in this place, and that is what I live for. I live for changing the world where I can have an effect, using the things that almost killed me, almost destroyed my marriage and my family, and help other men find the same life that I've got to live, that life to the full Jesus talked about.